All right. Well, we're officially starting our hiking season this year. It's May 1st. Skiing is over finally, and slowly recovering from a little knee injury. So I'm taking a fairly easy trail along the Bonneville Shoreline Trail here at the mouth of Ogden Canyon. I'm here on the north side of the canyon at a trail line. It's called the Canyon Trailhead Ogden. It's got restrooms, a little parking spot here, and then the trailhead is right here. It's well marked, Bonneville Shoreline Trail, and it goes to 9th Street Trailhead, or the Ogden Bike Park, or Douglas Street Trailhead, or Jumpoff Canyon. So it heads towards the north, and we're going to take that as an easy hike this morning. So I'm excited to get back out on the trail now that the snow's all melting down here low. It's all gone. So we'll give this a shot this morning and document our trail, our hike this morning. There's Rainbow Gardens over here to this one side, and right up here is Ogden Canyon, and we'll circle around here and head north. And we'll have a little up climb here. All right, we're just hiking out of the shade. It's kind of a cool morning this morning. Looking over our little power substation here at the mouth of Ogden Canyon. And it looks like they're gonna put in some more condominiums here. It's kind of a layered approach, so I'm thinking this isn't gonna be houses, this is gonna be condominiums or townhomes, which is a pretty standard thing nowadays. But we're up in the sun now, continuing our climb, and looks like a great morning for a hike. All right, we're finally up here. We're up here to where there's a road that goes up toward the waterfall. Pipeline is, and now we're heading north. We're up here on this road, and you can keep going down the road, but the trail is right here to the right. I had to ask this couple that was just coming up, and so we're gonna get off the trail here. The sign didn't say anything, so we're taking the trail rather than the road. Okay, we're getting a good view of Ogden here, kinda. There's the El Monte golf course right down here. You can see that, and you can see Ogden here. A lot of white buildings out here. That's the former Defense Depot Ogden. That's pretty much turned into Ogden Business Depot. So a lot of businesses are out there now instead of an Army depot. That was important during World War II. And we're going to continue along the trail up here instead of hiking down there on the road. There is a road. I think that's where the canal is down there. I can see the canal. Not sure that it's buried at this point. It may be buried, I can't remember, or covered, but it runs all along there. But we're going to take the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, which is a little higher, where the Bonneville Shoreline Trail actually came up to the Bonneville Lake, as it covered most of this area of northern Utah up into Idaho. And that's why we call it the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, because it was one big lake 50,000 years ago. I love these rock features that just stick out, like this one right here. Kind of hides the valley behind us, but kind of cool looking. Alright, we're coming over the hill here. Looks like we have another trailhead down here if you want to start there. And it does look like the canal is covered. It used to be an open canal when I was a kid, but I can see down there by the road where it shows it's covered. So you don't have kids playing in it and stuff like that. And we're staying up high, not exactly where the shoreline really is, but we're staying up high here. Okay, we're coming to a little junction here. It looks like the 9th Street trailhead is right here. My first house I lived in after I got married was 9th and Liberty. So this goes down to that trailhead I saw down there. And those people come up this trailhead and access the Bonneville Shoreline right here. Or you can exit the Bonneville Shoreline right there and head back down to a parking lot. And this is a little canyon right here at 9th Street. Looks like a fan canyon to climb up in at some point. Don't know if there's a trail. We'll look and see if there is. It looks like there may be a trail. Looks like there's a trail here. And we better put this trail and canyon on our spring hiking list. We'll try that someday. Otherwise, we'll keep following the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. Okay, so we're up here looking back down to the 9th Street trailhead. It comes up here, wiggles up here. It got some different trails, but as you look across, you can see the south side of Ogden Canyon, and the Bonneville Shoreline Trail is over there again. And that goes to the 22nd Street trailhead that heads that allows you to hike up the Indian Trail that actually goes up Ogden Canyon. And up at the top there's Mount Ogden, still covered with snow. That's where I spent my winter, at least 50 days skiing. And let's continue on. Alright, now we're up here and I'm looking down here at 9th Street. There's 9th Street, comes up here, so you can drive right up there. My brother Robert lived right down there. I haven't been to that house in 20-something years. Anyway, there's Ben Lomond High School, the rebuilt Ben Lomond High School. The swimming pool, the yellow brick building on the far right of that complex, looks like the original swimming pool. They haven't rebuilt that, but I'm pretty sure they rebuilt everything else. And that's where I went to high school, graduated in '72. And never hiked up here as a kid. Never dreamed of hiking up here. Of course, the Bonneville Shoreline Trail didn't exist then, but here I am, 52 years later from graduating, hiking above my high school finally. Sometimes we don't want to wait forever to do things, but I'm doing it today. All right, here we come over that little knoll, and what do I find? Another water tank. Well, not a water tank, probably a secondary water system or something. But maybe another trailhead, I don't know. But straight up ahead there, I see Camel's Cave. now. I remember Camel's Cave as a kid because I went to Bonneville High School, and you looked up here on the mountain and you saw a hole in the rock that looked like a camel hump on his head. Haven't paid attention to Camel's Cave in a long time as well, so that's kind of fun. We'll hike over towards it and experience Camel's Cave after all these years. Oh, we got some great yellow flowers blooming early. We've had those noxious weeds all along the way, but this is the first we've had of these pretty yellow flowers that bloom early on in the year. So that's exciting as well. Love the flowers blooming. And there's Camel Cave. As you look up at the power lines, it's interesting how the power line has these, the power line does not even get close to the power pole itself. They have these things that space it out, so the power actually goes around each side of the pole and then hooks to the power line again on the other side. So that kind of keeps it away from these big giant poles that may be conducting electricity into the ground. Very interesting. And then the power poles have a kind of a mesh around the bottom to stop the animals, I guess, from chewing on the bark and degrading the bark. Can't remember ever seeing that before either. I haven't seen any trails that lead up to Camel Cave. I don't know if kids just climb straight up the mountain to get there, but I don't see anything at this point. All right, we're here at another trail. This is the Polk Trail to Polk Avenue, it looks like. So it looks like you can go down this way, and that might be Polk Avenue right down there that you can get down to. So another access point along the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. All right, here we come around the bend, and now we can see Mount Ben Lomond up here. Another one of our peaks we climb every year. And back down. There is a potential field to build some more condos. I would say houses, but not nowadays. Everything's condos. And they're building a new school, looks like, right there. And this is Harrison Boulevard right down below us, heading out towards North Ogden. And if we look back, we can see the Ochre Mountains across there. Little Mountain out here, Promontory Point straight ahead, and then Promontory where the trains met a long time ago on May 10th. So in 9 more days we'll celebrate that again. 1869, the Transcontinental Railroad. Anyway, beautiful day. There's Mount Ogden again behind us, and we'll keep hiking along here. We've gone about 3 miles so far on our hike today, and our goal is to hike every section of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, at least up here in the Weber County area and Davis County, and maybe even up towards Box Elder. We'll see how the trail is going. All right, as I look down here, I can see the canal. It's not full of water right now, and every once in a while it's covered up, but it looks like it's fairly exposed up to this end of the hike. So it may be covered in some spots and open up in others. having not hiked the whole canal. I'm not positive. And I believe this street right here is North Street, I guess. All right, we're to the Jumpoff Canyon trailhead, or North Polk Trail. So we're kind of right here. Looks like it goes down right here if you want to go down there. And we're going to keep going this way just a little bit. Before we sit down and have a little bite to eat or something. Here's a sign that says the Bonneville Shoreline continues left and right here, but there's also an alternate way if you want to go up higher. So we're going to stay on this lower one rather than go up higher. Probably up higher gets you a little more access to this canyon right here. I think this is called Jumpoff Canyon. And as I recall, there's a waterfall up there, probably. Something else I might have to try. Oh, we're finally coming to a stream. It's running now, probably won't run very long after summer arrives, but we actually have a stream and a bridge on our hike here. Nice. And it looks like there is a trail. Oh, here's another leg of the stream. So we got a fork in the stream here. Nice. So this is called Jumpoff Canyon. And that's another place we'll have to give it a shot. It says North, Nature Center North, and Jumpoff Canyon North and Trailhead. All right, let's go out here, check it out. Okay, for this part of the hike, we've had a little lunch here at about 11 o'clock, and we're here at Jumpoff Canyon, and we're gonna turn around and head back. We've hiked 3.5 miles in 2 hours and 9 minutes, or 2 hours with a 9-minute break. And we're gonna head back, see if we can get back in 2 hours and conclude this segment of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail on this beautiful spring day, May 1st. All right, we're heading back. I lost my ear pod when I got up and put it in my backpack, couldn't find it. So I have on my ear pod that hooks around my ear. I was wearing the wrong one. Something I shouldn't be doing out here, wearing something that just fits in your ear. But we got a beautiful view of Mount Ogden up there, Malin's Peak. So this is a fun vantage point along the east side of the Ogden Weaver County Valley here. Alright, well, we're hiking along. Beautiful day. And looks like my high school's back down below us here. And off in the future, or off in the distance, you can see the runway, the Ogden Airport out there. And then beyond that is Antelope Island and Prairie Peak. Need to go hike to Prairie Peak this spring as well. here, I'm looking down towards 9th Street. Trailhead's coming up, but right down here, there is an old swimming pool. There used to be a club, a swimming pool club right there off of 9th Street. Years ago, one of my school teachers, I think, owned it or ran it or something. When I read his obituary, he talked about that swimming pool club, and it doesn't look like it's running anymore. But that was something I never went to. But the kids up here, I suspect in this neighborhood, probably frequented that swimming pool. As we're hiking along here, the mouth of Ogden Canyon is straight up ahead, and there's a pipeline that goes across Ogden Canyon. You can barely see the silver pipe there going under the or over the road, going up the canyon, and it's interesting. We're way up above all that. So that's very interesting that we're up so high. We really did make a climb up here at the beginning, and we're quite up high. I personally cannot see the Bonneville shoreline along here. A lot of places over the years you could actually see the shoreline. Sometimes I think it's actually above us, and but we're down below here, and let's see what elevation we're at. I'll look at my watch. It says we're at 4,951 right here. So I'll find out what the Bonneville shoreline maxed out at to give me an idea if we're even hiking close to it or not. Something I didn't notice on the way on this trail. Again, we're doing a hike out and we're hiking back, but up above here on the mountain is 2 letters in white for BL, Ben Lomond, and that's the high school I went to, and that was redone in connection with my 50th school reunion. So in 2022, 50 years, the alma mater from the class of 72 rebuilt the BL. It was in a little bit different location. I'm not seeing where it was, but they put it up here in a little bit different spot, and not exactly sure if it's just rocks whitewashed with paint. Probably that's what it is. The other one was close to it, but not in the exact same spot. Here to the road, this upper road where the canal is, I guess. Like I say, the canal's probably buried here, and there's Rainbow Gardens down there where I got my swimming and life-saving merit badges back in 1969, 68. And we're going to try something a little different here. Rather than take the trail straight down, we're going to follow this road up towards Ogden Canyon. I went up here with my scout leader, early spring hike, I believe, and there was actually we hiked along the pipeline that goes up and down the canyon. There was parts of the pipeline that had ice on the top of it, and he had to take a little pickaxe or something and he would go out and chop a little trail across the pipe. I believe he tied a rope to each one of us and took us across the pipe. And this does say no trespassing, so I think I better honor that. Back in the day, that's pretty standard. We could hike up here, and we'll do that another day. But it does say no trespassing, and so we're gonna honor that. They don't want you up there, so that's good. We'll bypass it after all, and just head down the trail. This is the steep part that got us up this high. Parking lot's down there somewhere. There's lots of this noxious weed that's been growing along here. It makes it pretty festive, but it really is not a good weed, and it's taken over the mountainside some days. And trying to get rid of it at this point would be a real challenge. It's a nice little butterfly on a purple plant. All right, we're down from the trail. Here's the bicycle trail I usually end up on, so you can jump off right here and hit the trail I ride my bike on right here. Or you can walk over here to the parking lot and get in your vehicle and call it a day. And that's where I'm at. All right, 7 miles round trip today. Not bad. All right, this concludes the hike today. Went 7 miles up and back, and great day for a hike. A little cool. Puffy jacket came in handy. Had a nice little lunch, and we'll start the other part of this Bonneville Shoreline Trail next time from the North Ogden Divide, and go to where we turned around this time. So that'll be a fun hike too. So happy hiking.